Hi, in this video I want to talk about my final evaluation reattempt and how it has been and what happened after I getting the amber and what's the process after that. Okay, and I will tell you on from the day I got amber from that 5 days. Okay, what has happened in those 5 days. So my interview was over. I got amber. I was shocked, and people around me were shocked. Me too, but I was not expecting amber there. So now, if you got amber at that point, I was so worried that about not about that I was only one person there. I was worried about that I am the only one person without the friends that I have been with before. That's what the part that was most hard for me, because we all friends came together for internship and everyone went and I am the only one person in the internship. That's the hard part. Until then I was being with everyone and suddenly I was alone, right? You know how it feels. And that's how I felt when I got amber, knowing that I have to give in a reattempt again. And by the time I give my reattempt, everyone was went to their homes. I was the only one person and there is another one person, and we are the two persons in the room. No one is there. So what happened? The first day, uh, no one will talk you to anything, and you won't talk to them because you got amber, right? You can talk to them, you can be with them, but you are an exception now. So what happens? I went to one room where no one cannot talk with me, where it is hard for them to reach out. So I went to a meeting room like this and sat alone, and doing my own stuff and beating myself that why I got amber. And sometimes it happens, right? Even though you give your best, and sometimes the mood that you are at the internship and giving interview, all of those things will influence your interview. That's what happened. And the first day and the second day, third day was second day was my Saturday, and Sunday were 2 days. And coming to my second business day, and that day one of my friends who is being with me, he also went. He got green and he also went on that day. So everyone who are my friends are went. My coach kept a remedial session. What is a remedial session is? Remedial session is basically what they do is, if you have a trainer who trained you during the internship, they will come to you. They will take online session or an offline session. They'll talk to you on any kind of doubts or any kind of topics that you want them to be covered. If you have any doubts, they will cover at least daily. There will be 1 to 2 hours of remedial sessions. You have to attend those, even though you feel like you know everything. You have to attend those. You have to ask questions and everything. Now the same as like before you're giving your final attempt, you have to give a mock interview again. Once you give your mock interview before your final attempt, then if the trainer says that you are good, then you can be able to attempt your final evaluation. So my final evaluation was scheduled, and before giving final evaluation, your coach will ask you that are you aware of the what happens if the final evaluation goes wrong. They want you to they will give you a form where you have to fill that. I know that if this if in this final evaluation, if I get red, I will leave the company. Like that, some kind of thing will be there, and your coach will give you to have to fill that up. And once you fill that, and you have to be have courage to fill that form, because you must believe in yourself that you will get green in the final attempt. And once you submit that form to your coach, your coach will schedule the meeting same as your final evaluation. They schedule a meeting and you have to attend the interview, and the duration will be the same, everything. And now at this time I was prepared very well. These 5 days, giving whatever I have, I had done my best, and I was so pissed off because I didn't expect that result from myself, right? So I was so, what you can say, so into it that I must, whatever happens, I will do whatever I have given everything in that interview. So my interview supposed to be 20 minutes, and I have talked to the interviewer for 1 hour. For the whole 1 hour, I have explained the whole project, every bits and pieces of the whole project, and the interviewer was not talking at all in the interview. I was the person who took control of the interview and everything. And even if they ask questions, I was just saying answers and continuing with my flow. And whatever she asks or he asks, I was just doing everything within my potential to answer the questions that she asked, and I have explained everything at that part. So this is the final attempt, right? You have to give your best. If you did not give your best, you are done. You will be taken away from the company, right? So that's why I have given my best. I have done everything I could. So to do best in the final attempt, you must go to the project that you have built in every pieces. Like if they so during interview they will ask you to share your screen. So while sharing your screen, they will ask you particular piece of the code. You have to explain about the code and how you have written that code, everything, if they ask questions on that. So I have prepared my best at that part, and the evaluation was done, and the interview went well, and that's what happened at my final interview. And the final evaluation, of course, green, you all know that. And then I felt like a relief. That's when I get a relief that I have done, given everything I have gotten, and everything I have a relief at that point of time. Until then, I was totally in a different depressed mode. Even though I may look good to other people, but in my mind, I was so not in good mood. In those 5 days, I was studying as hard as I want, but that 5 days as happened, during the 5 days only I got another thing, which is I have to stay there in the internship for the whole SL engagement period until I get my 8th semester mark sheet. And that's even the hardest part. Even though for the first 3 days, I was accustomed to being alone for the first 2 3 days, and from that part to the next 1 to 2 months, I have to be again come to Kochi. No one will be there. I was the only person going to the internship. Can you imagine? You are the only person going to the internship. All your friends are gone. You are the only person going to internship. No one will be there, and you will. This part. This is not internship now. You have to go there, sit alone, read alone, uh, study alone, and come back every day. That's the part. That's the what I have experienced in the internship, and I was totally grateful. I was not saying that it's my fault, right? It is my fault that I got a green, so I was not blaming anyone. It is my fault I got amber, so I have again got green. So that's what I'm saying. I'm grateful for Cognizant for giving me what I have, but what I'm saying is, if sometimes life will test you and give you hard times, and if you survive those and tolerate those moments, you will have more advantage and more kind of tolerance of the future of setbacks that may come on your line. So that's what I want to say. Until then, till next video, bye.